I am a transferred junior here, and I didn't take public speaking in my old school, so I got to do it now. I brought three things. One is the most important thing, which is my father's necklace. Well, I'm a very family-oriented man, not a boy anymore, I'm a man. So family is first thing. Even friends, good friends are family. They're not just friends anymore, but after a certain level, I'd give my shirt off my back to a good friend, a family member, even most of you here, probably. I'm just that kind of guy. So this is very important to me. Secondly, after saying I'm a family-oriented man, I'm also an aggressive man, so, you know, don't cross my path if I'm angry. I brought these tickets from, I'm a big fan of hardcore, which is aggressive, heavy style of music. Yes, it passes around. I doubt anybody knows these bands, but it's just very bone crushing, and it's not your typical pop band. So this kind of music, I feel, represents the other side of me, which is, you know, I'm aggressive, I'm gritty, I'm grimy. You know, don't get in my way, or, you know, things will happen. And the third thing is bringing back some memories. One of the earliest things I can remember is seeing my father and his brothers around the dining room table and playing baraja, which is Spanish for poker. And these are Spanish. This is a Spanish deck of cards, and I'll pass these around once. And these are more artistic and more sophisticated than an American playing deck of cards. So, and that also touches on my career that I want to do. Is I want to be an art teacher. So art is a big part of my life also. So yeah, that's about it. Any questions? No? Done?
We got one more first.
My name is Jordan Jenkins. I'm actually also an art ed major. And very similar to her, I got my tattoo, obviously, so I just didn't know how to bring it. And I brought all the things I carry with me on a daily basis. I bring my DSLR with me everywhere I go. And my Grace necklace, mine exactly, some videos goes, I'm sorry, my name is Jordan. It's actually my grandmother's, and I didn't have a very strong relationship with her, and then she passed away, but she left me her jewelry. And so that's like a big part of my personality now, is my family's really important. Because obviously, like, when you're a kid and preteen stage, you're like, I just want to go out and have fun. And so now my family's really important. And also, this is, I drew it in my handwriting, and it's on my grandmother's gravestone, very similar to my necklace. And it says, always yours, 143. And 143 is the amount of letters, and I love you. And some other things bird for each of my grandparents. And then my DSLR. I bring it everywhere with me. I'm one of those like super girly girl that has like at least like, you know, 4,000 pictures tagged with her on Facebook. And that's about it.
So I don't usually sound like this. My name is Melissa Michello. I also am an adult student, but I am older than everyone else here, apparently. The three things that I've brought today are pictures of my two boys, who are, my oldest is 17. And so I've been a mom, been a very active mom for 17 years. I was a Cub Scout mom, did the PTA, sports, awards, anytime I had any school functions, I was there. My second job was, I've been a hairdresser since 1986. So, I'm getting my age. So for over 20 years I've been a hairdresser. Started off as an assistant hairdresser and progressed to owning my own beauty salon. I've owned my own beauty salon for 7 years now, and then the transition of selling my business. Because I'm also a transfer student from Dutchess Community College. 4 years ago, I had a bad skiing accident, and I herniated a disc in my neck. so it made me very difficult to do my job anymore. So I started 3 years ago down at Dutchess Community College. I was going to teach cosmetology, but discovered that I had to go to Oswego to actually take the course, and I was like, I'm not going to Oswego. I went to Potsdam, I don't know. So I changed my major to a psych major with a criminal justice background, minor, and also social services. I'd like to be able to help children within the court criminal system. And that's it.
Hi, I'm Shawnee. I was gonna get a real picture, but I couldn't find the real one, so I just printed one. It is my family. It's me and my sister, and then 5 of my cousins. They're like my sisters, and not even really like my cousins. My best friend is one of them. She's my cousin. I do everything with her. My family's really important to me. I do things with them, I don't know, all the time. I used to go to my grandma's every Sunday, well, for football, but it's gonna be over soon. But, oh well. And this is a hat that I got in New Mexico. My mom's boyfriend lived out there for a while, and we went to visit him this past March, and we're gonna go again in April. And I've decided that I want to move there when I'm done with school, because it's just awesome there. And I brought my KitchenAid mixer. I don't do like insane pastries, but I like to bake. And I bake a lot at work and stuff. I work in the marketplace in Tupper Lake. I'm from Tupper Lake. And I bake a lot there. I mean, I make sandwiches too sometimes, but I like baking more. So, yeah. Hello, my name is Mary Bubbo, and I'm probably the only one who doesn't live in New York, because I was born in Massachusetts. I'm a freshman, and 3 things that represent me most is, one is books. My dad always loved reading. My mom taught me, and it's been a big part of my life, and it's also why I need glasses now, but it's worth it. Another part is my iPod, because when I was younger, my parents and I didn't really get along, but we always loved music, so they would introduce me to do so many different styles. Like, I love Broadway, Motown, and rap and pop. Just anything that gets my interest, I enjoy it and I listen. The last thing is this was made in Japan. It's a Nimoi Neko. It's popular in Asian cultures. It's called a welcoming kitty. You can see them in a lot of Chinese restaurants, and the sign literally says, welcome. And my mom grew up in Japan, and she has so much art, and she let me listen to the culture. Like, I've heard Japanese music, I love the manga, but I also love the art, and she gave this to me as a graduation gift. And I'd love to travel there, because I think it's very beautiful, and I just want to see it for myself. Thank you.
When choosing 3 things in my room, I noticed that they were all mostly related to family and friends. So like I had this Maltese cross that was given to me by my dad, this yoga mat, and my big little pedal because I'm in high seg. But this necklace, I received it when I was 17, but my older brother, my younger brother, got their Maltese cross before I did, so I was always jealous. So for like years, I was like waiting for that moment, and my dad gave it to me. And then the day I left for school, when I was for my freshman year at Clarkson, I was unpacking, and my dad had slipped into my luggage and left a note saying, I've never been more proud of you in my life. So those words have always been my motivation to
pursue a successful like academic career. So like when I don't wear it, I always keep it next to my bed, just like as a constant reminder that I have the support that I need. And with this yoga mat, from like the beginning, like my parents were always wanted me involved in sports, and like even if it was like after school sports, club sports on the weekends, or just a random walk to the nearby field with the family, like it made me an outgoing person, more like willing to try new things. And like after my senior year of high school, I was introduced to yoga, and like I quickly became obsessed with it. And so from that moment, I've always wanted to become a yoga instructor. And when I'm home or like in the summer, I take courses and classes. But like since I've been up here, my time on the mat has like dwindled. So it's just, this is just a reminder that later in the future, I would, like as a side job, I want to become a yoga instructor. And my last one is this, my big little paddle. I pledged in the spring of 2010, and my little pledge the year after I did, and this just reminds me of how much she is just like me, and that every day I need to be be myself, because it's like sometimes I tend to lose who I truly am, and can end up being fake. But then at the end of the day, like that's not me. So this reminds me to be who I am, to be proud for like proud that I am, and then yeah, that's it.
I'm Ryan Denner, and I'm from Watertown. I'm a sophomore, and like some of the other people here, I'm a pretty big gamer, quite the nerd. I used to play computer games, and I got my butt kicked by a fellow on RuneScape named Panther, and my friends actually plotted against you. And when that happened, that's when I wasn't ready